for this project, you guys are going to take your paper. Somewhere near the middle, you're going to do a horizontal line going across, kind of like the horizon line. Then you're going to take your paper and from the top to the bottom, you're going to make some curvy lines. I'd make about 5 of them. Five or 6, depending on how many sections you want to have. You are going to choose 2 to 3 that are going to be your background or your negative space. I'm going to make myself a little X here, and they cannot be next to one another. So let's do this one down here. And that'll tell me not to put the contour lines on them, because then it's just a waste of my time. And I know you guys don't want to do something that you don't have to. Then you're going to go and start on one end, and you're going to go, if it's above the horizon line or the horizontal line, your little curved lines or contour lines are going to go upward. If it is below, they're going to go downward. So these cross contours are going to make these little sections start to kind of look like these big bubbles or twisters that go round and round. They do not have to connect, so when I do my next one, I'm going to kind of start making them so they don't connect, so you can kind of tell the difference between the two. Remember, above the horizontal goes upward. Below goes downward. Notice I am not doing some straight lines. I'm not doing this. I'm doing curved lines. Remember, these are going to make them look like they're 3D. There's not a whole lot of them real close together. And then once you complete this part, you want to go into your other areas and create Zentangle designs. Look up some Zentangle designs before you start, and you're going to fill them in. They are only going to be black and white. You're going to draw them in pencil first and then go back with that black Sharpie you're supposed to have. So maybe in this space, I'm going to do something like this. And in these spaces, you can actually go back and erase your horizon line. Ooh, sorry. That's because it's supposed to have the illusion of something that is sitting behind these little twisters. And you can add stuff if you want to go back and say, maybe I want a circle in there. You can add stuff to it. Once you get completely done, you're then going to be shading with color pencil. Now remember how we did our shading before? I'm going to zoom in so you can see how I do this. It's the same concept as your blending with a pencil. The only difference is I use 2 colors, a lighter and a darker, when I do mine. And what I do is I go in and I do my lighter and I color in the actual direction of that section. I'm not going straight across, I'm coloring at kind of an angle. I'm not coloring it in solid, I'm just going in real lightly. Then I'm gonna take my darker along the edge. I'm gonna press really hard with my color pencil. And then as I go towards the center, I'm gonna lighten up how much I actually press on the colored pencil until I get towards the center. And then when I go back over here, I can kind of blend it by going over the whole section very lightly. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here and go back towards the center. Press really hard right here on the edge. And then lighten up as I get towards the center. So it's like those little tornadoes, to where you're going sideways and you're going dark. And then I'm going to start taking my color pencil and I'm going to get lighter and lighter. Like that. And then you're going to alternate colors. So if you use green here, you use something else here. When you get here, it'll alternate, meaning this color will be green and then this one, this one will be green and then this one will be green right here. This will be a different color than green and this one will be a different color than green. Remember, when you go to color down here, these are going to color this way and above is going to color this way. Now if you have a white color pencil in your set, the nice thing about white color pencils is they highlight and they blend. They'll actually smooth it out. That's what white is actually meant for in color pencils, is to blend. And you can go into the lighter areas and go over it and it'll actually blend it but lighten it as well a little bit. Like that. And there is one of my twisters. Sorry, my baby's crying. There is one of my twisters now completed. The little section. Remember, the one thing I'm looking for is the value, the line of the contours, and your patterns that you end up putting in here.